Today I'm talking about my 24-week bump date.
Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
I cannot believe that I'm already 24 weeks. The next appointment that I have, I will be in my third trimester, which is wild. Let's talk about my 24-week update, how I'm feeling, what's going on, and what's to come. So I actually had my 24-week appointment with my midwife this morning. I dropped my kids off at my sister-in-law's and I got to have an appointment all by myself, which was a nice little treat. Today's visit is really just a touch point. So she is measuring baby, making sure that I'm feeling okay. And also we're listening to the heartbeat with the Doppler. We're also talking about whether or not I'm gonna do the gestational diabetes test and what that will look like next time I visit if I do decide to do that. So that is what we talked about today in my appointment. It's always so fun to hear the baby's heartbeat. It is such a beautiful noise to hear the little baby that is now moving a lot inside of you. I am feeling so many movements. This feels like such an active baby, but Jeremiah still can't really feel baby's movements from the outside. So I'm super excited for when that time comes and he can start to feel those kicks and those little movements from the outside. It's always fun to have that moment together, that special time to feel your baby together with your spouse. So let's jump back and talk about that gestational diabetes test that I had mentioned. I have done that for one of my pregnancies. I did it with my first pregnancy without knowing too much about it, just doing what I was told without asking any questions. At this point, I have made the decision to not do that test just out of personal preference, the decision that my husband and I made together. I didn't do it for my second pregnancy, my third pregnancy, not doing it for this pregnancy either. It's just a personal choice that we feel very comfortable with. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But outside of that, I'm feeling super good. I'm still sleeping pretty okay. I did have to add in some of the Calm magnesium just to help my movements go a little bit more smoothly and more frequently. So that's something I added in, which is really nice to have right before bed. It kind of calms you. It's called Calm. I'll try to put a link to what I'm taking in the description box below, but I am having more Calm magnesium every night before bed, which is helping me sleep better and helping me use the bathroom a little bit easier. So that's something that I've started implementing at this 24-week mark. Another thing that I'm going to start implementing is using my Christian hypnobirthing app. I used that app for my last pregnancy with my third birth with Posey. I got it at like the 32-ish week mark. So I listened to it for 8 weeks leading up to my birth. And I just felt so mentally prepared, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I just felt so prepared for her birth. And I felt like it was the easiest birth that I had of all 3 of the births that I've had so far. So I want to start implementing that in between now and when I hit 28 weeks. So that's the next thing that I need to start doing at this point in my pregnancy, is starting to listen to those tracks, really preparing myself for the journey that is birth, because it is in fact a journey. It is a emotional, spiritual, physical journey. And I just am so excited to hop back on that app and listen to those tracks. It's a beautiful app. If you have any questions about that app or that resource, let me know in the comments below. It is an absolute favorite of mine. I think it was a game changer for my last birth, and I think it is going to be worthwhile to start listening to it now for my next birth. Outside of those couple items, everything's going super good. We do have a trip coming up in the next few weeks. We're going to be taking the kids out to my home state of California, and I'm super excited to introduce them to all of the family of mine that they have not met, and then showing them where I grew up as a child. So that is all to come. And we are doing so well, just preparing for winter. We've had a very long, beautiful fall season, and we're so excited for the next season. I actually just got the kids' snowsuits in the mail. So we are prepared and ready for the cold weather. It is my goal this year to make sure that my kids are outside at least for 30 minutes to an hour every single day, regardless of weather, whether it is rain, shine, snow, sleet, you name it. I want us to get outside in nature, and I really have to do that before this baby comes, because once baby comes, I'm gonna be in bed and inside for a little while. So that is my goal, to make sure we're outside, moving in nature. Outside of those items, that's really my 24-week bump date. We are gonna be filming our trip to California, traveling with our kids, where we go, what we do, what have you. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Those should be coming out at some point in December. We are gonna up our vlogs as well. So I believe we're gonna have videos for you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday instead of just Monday, Friday. So be sure that you subscribe and you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next time.